Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something super important for any small or medium-sized business. Should you go with remote or on-site IT support? It's a huge decision, and we're going to break it all down so you can figure out what's right for your business right now. So, let's jump in.
So, let me ask you something right off the bat. Does it ever feel like your business is humming along and then bam, a tech glitch, a system crash, and everything just grinds to a halt? Yeah? If you're nodding your head right now, you're in the right place. We're about to take all that frustration and turn it into an actual, clear-cut strategy.
And look, the goal here is way bigger than just, fixing what's broken. This is about a whole strategic shift. We're talking about taking those annoying, recurring IT headaches and flipping them into smooth, efficient processes that actually help you grow. It's about changing IT from a chore you have to deal with into a real advantage for your business.
Okay, so you've basically got two roads in front of you. Down one path, you've got remote support, your virtual expert, ready to jump in from anywhere. Down the other, you've got on-site support, the technician who shows up at your door, tools in hand. Now, both of them can get the job done for sure, but the right path? Well, that depends completely on what your business looks like. All right, let's just make sure we're on the same page. When we say remote support, think of it as your virtual IT team. They handle software issues, security updates, all that stuff from a distance. On-site support is exactly what it sounds like. Someone physically comes to your office for the stuff you can't fix through a screen, like hardware failures or setting up a tricky network. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's really dig in and weigh these options. We're going to look at them through three lenses that every single business owner cares about: cost, risk, and scalability. Stick with me, because by the end of this section, you're going to have a super clear idea of the pros and cons of each. So, let's talk money first, because that's always a big one, right? The price tag. This is where you see a huge difference right away. Remote supports, its hourly rate is often way lower. On-site help, man, that can easily be double the cost. And that's before you even start adding in things like travel time or those pricey emergency call-out fees. And it's not just the base hourly rate either. The hidden costs are what really get you. With remote support, you're looking at things like flexible monthly plans, and you totally get rid of travel costs. Gone. With on-site, though, you're paying for the technician's drive time, maybe extra for a last-minute call, and trust me, that stuff adds up incredibly fast.
So, does this actually make a difference in the real world? Absolutely. Check out this number: 30%. A retail chain was able to cut their costly downtime by 30%. How? By using remote tools to figure out what was wrong way faster. For them, a quick remote fix wasn't just convenient. It meant registers were back online and they were saving a ton of money.
Okay, next up, risk. How do these two models help you manage it? Well, remote support is super fast, which is great for security, but it all hinges on having rock-solid digital defenses in place. We're talking good VPNs, strong encryption. On the other hand, on-site support is awesome when you need someone to physically look at a piece of hardware, but its biggest risk? The clock is always ticking. Just waiting for that technician to show up can be a massive liability in itself. And here's a perfect real-world story to illustrate this. A small healthcare company spots a cyber threat. The remote IT team was on it instantly. They jumped in, neutralized the threat, and stopped a data breach that could have been absolutely catastrophic for them. Think about it. An on-site tech would still have been in their car. There's just no way they would have gotten there in time. It really proves a crucial point. When it comes to security, speed is everything. And last but not least, let's talk about the future. What about growth? As your business gets bigger, how do these models keep up? Well, remote support is incredibly flexible. You hire a new person, you can get them set up in minutes. Opening a new office, same deal. On-site support, well, that's a much bigger operation. Scaling up with on-site help takes a whole lot more planning and logistics. All right, so we've looked at cost, we've looked at risk, and we've looked at growth. We've done the deep dive. Now, it's time to take all of that and turn it into a real plan. Let's build the blueprint for making the right call for your business. So the big question, how do you actually choose? Honestly, it usually boils down to two key things. How big is your team and what kind of compliance rules do you have to follow? If you're a small startup, going 100% remote is probably your most efficient bet. As you get a little bigger and maybe you have to worry about things like GDPR, then a hybrid model, a mix of both, starts to make a lot of sense. And if you're a larger company in a field with super strict rules like HIPAA, you're almost certainly going to need a strong combination of both on-site and remote support. Okay, so once you've figured out which model fits you best, what do you do next? Let's get into a clear, step-by-step action plan to actually make it happen. You can really boil this whole process down to 4 simple steps. First, take a hard look at your current needs. What are the things that are actually causing you headaches right now? Second, evaluate the costs. What are you really getting for your money? Third, don't forget compliance. It's a huge deal in some industries. And finally, number 4, test out your vendors. Don't just sign with the first company you talk to. Do your homework. Want to get the ball rolling? Here are 3 things you could literally do this week. 1. Run a quick cost-benefit analysis. Just map it out. 2. If you're thinking remote might be the way to go, try a small pilot program. Test the waters before you dive in. And 3, whatever you decide, make absolutely sure it's a solution that's not just for today, but one that can grow with you.
Look, if there's just one thing you remember from all of this, let it be this. Choosing your IT support is not just about fixing broken computers. It's not just another expense on your budget. It's a massive strategic decision that can literally become the engine that powers your company's growth. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Take a look at your current IT setup. Is it just getting you through the day, or is it truly built to take you where you want to go tomorrow? Thanks for tuning in.